Hello, and welcome to another episode of Speaking into the Abyss. This is your host, Jess, and that is your host,
Des.
Hello, Des.
Hello, Jess.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Been having a chill day. Took Simba to the vet and got his ears checked out. He has a little ear infection. He has an ear infection on the right side and has some yeast on the left. So he got like drops to treat both at the same time.
Okay.
And then he has this little like mass on his side that I've noticed, and like I had remembered, and then like it had been so long that since I looked at it that I like when I was trying to check his ear the other day before I took him to the vet, like I was rubbing him and I was like, whoa. And I was like, I'm just gonna mention this to them, and they checked it out. It's just skin. And I was like, is it gonna go away? Is it gonna, and they're like, it could get smaller, it could get bigger. She says as pets get older, they just get them to just keep an eye on them, make sure it doesn't change softness, start bruising, or if it starts bleeding, to like let them know that something's up. But yeah, so I took him. I got him medicines. He's already looks like he's feeling better. But like he was doing like this thing where like his head was literally like tilted to the right, like, and like every time he'd lay down, he'd like have his head like hecka on the right just because it was like bugging him so much. And then he would try to shake it and he'd be like kind of like a robotic, like try to like not move the ear so much. Yeah.
Oh,
But
poor baby.
yeah, he's all better now. We got a checkup in 2 weeks, and then went to sleep, played some zombies after work, and checked out not a new map, but the last map that came out, new to me. Played with a friend for a few hours, and then went to sleep. Yeah, it was cool. I always like hate starting a new map because I'm like, I feel like sometimes they're either like so big or just like I hate not knowing where I'm going for a minute. I'm like, ugh, like where is anything?
Getting your
and we were playing like your grounding, finding your footing.
Yeah.
We were playing curse mode, so there's like no tack map, there's no this and that, and I was like, oh, I was like, okay. But yeah, and then got some food with a friend earlier, and that was nice. Just caught up, and now I'm here with you, and it's been like I like the weather today. It was like kind of hot, but it's like the evening's been pretty like chill, little windy, and then I like that it was hot but like overcast hot, so it wasn't like too bad. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I've been kind of feeling that. I like it because I don't have to come out. It's like nice enough where I don't feel like I'm getting burnt, and I can like still be out here for a good minute.
Yeah.
But you know, without like, yeah. And so I can be in my garden and like actually taking care of my plants. And then I don't feel as bad as for my plants because of the, what is it called? Overshadow? What is it called?
Overcast? Yeah.
But also at the same time, I feel like there's just like random moments, obviously during the peak of the day where it's just like still so hot.
Oh, yeah,
it's
of
so
course.
freaking hot.
Compared to last week, too, when we had that cooler week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it just heated back up.
Yup.
Yeah, but I was going to say, you want to talk about our goals right now?
Yes. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. Okay. I was trying to think of like maybe different goals.
Okay.
And then I was like going to say, I think before we were doing like 3, I was like maybe just do like 1 or 2 like short-term goals.
Okay.
So I was like, I want to read because I stopped reading.
Yeah.
So I want to start reading again. And so I was thinking like what's like a reasonable amount to read in like a month, because it's a new month now, we're in July. So I was like, okay, what with how busy I actually am and everything I do, like what's a reasonable amount to read? So I'm just gonna say, I don't know, I was hoping you'd suggest a number.
Like within a how much period?
Just the month, like
a whole month.
Yeah.
1 book.
A book?
Yeah, I think like that's a pretty reasonable amount. for a
Okay.
month because like, it's not too much. I feel like if you do 2, then depending on the size of the book, it could be like you're really crunching for time. And I feel like
Yeah.
you should enjoy your books.
Yeah, definitely. I just don't know if I have enough time to read a whole book right now.
Okay.
Was like my thing because I still do so much.
Yeah.
So I just like, but I also want to make it a thing. Okay, so I guess try to read a
Well, it
book.
depends on the size of the book. but
Okay,
I feel like,
what do you think a
well,
month?
you read those series books. I feel like
Yeah.
they're pretty thick.
Yeah,
So I don't know. I don't think those are possible.
I was gonna look up like reading averages. LOL, probably like super like 1 page a year.
That's so crazy.
Let me look it
I
up.
wonder how much it's changed since a certain
Reading
time period.
average for books. The average American, okay, well, this is an AI overview, guys,
Alright.
reads about 8 books per year. However, this average is pulled by a small number of very fast readers. A better number is the medium or middle number.
Duh.
The typical median American reads only 2 books per year. In fact, for 40% of adults don't even read a single book a year.
That makes sense. I'm not
Yeah.
surprised.
4 out of 10 people read 0 books. 27% read 1 to 4.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. 13 read 5 to 9. 20% read 10 or more books. So, yeah. So, all right. Oh, I'll crush it if I read one then.
Yeah. I feel like it's just the habit of reading is one of those things that you build up even if you've done it before.
Yeah.
So it's like you're gonna have to start slow anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good goal.
No, yeah. And it just like sometimes too, it depends like how hooked I am on books because then I'll be like freaking like washing the dishes and reading. I'll be like driving and reading at like red lights
Sure, Jess. Sure.
or like taking a break. But it just depends like how like sucked into the book I am, you know?
Yeah.
Because sometimes I feel like it's easy to just read like 5 pages, 10 pages, but then sometimes it's like you just cannot put it down. So I guess it just depends.
It was always like for me, if the book was like really good, I couldn't put it down. Like on those little 10, 15-minute breaks that people get.
Yeah.
That I would read whatever I could in those times.
Yeah.
But like if I'm not like super into the book, I notice that I would be like, that's not enough time. Like, you know what I mean?
Funny.
I'm
You're
like, that's
you're
not
like,
enough time. I'll just not read
yeah.
it right now.
Yeah.
So
You know
all
what?
about finding that good one.
Yep. So you went to a secret movie last time we recorded.
Oh yes.
What was it?
It was called Young Washington.
Okay, nice. What was it about?
George Washington.
Wow.
As a child.
As a child,
As a
he's
child.
it's just
He's a baby
a
shitting
baby
himself.
like playing with building blocks.
It was like about, yeah, pretty much. It was, the beginning part was like him as pretty adolescent and like his father dying and then like in the war, I think. And then like
Okay.
his brother who's hella older than him. At least he's like, okay, so in the beginning of the movie, he's like 7 or 8.
Okay.
And the brother's like 30. And I don't know if they're like that old in distance or it was just a man playing like someone who was supposed to be a lot younger.
Okay.
Because they didn't really state his age.
Okay.
But I thought it was overall a pretty good movie.
Nice.
My brother and his girlfriend came with me, and they also did not know what it was going to be. And then we watched it all together, and we were like, "Oh, I thought it was pretty good." And he was like, "I wish it was longer."
Okay.
And I thought it was obviously they did this shit on purpose, but like it's in time for 4th of July, so it was like very patriotic.
Yes.
it was very
Rush patriotism.
Yes, it was like, but also, and I told my brother and his girlfriend like. I don't know how much of that. I'm not a historian.
Yes.
I don't know how much of that is 100% true and
Yes.
how much of it's fabricated for the movie.
Dramatization.
Yes. So take it with a grain of salt. Obviously, there's like this the biggest part of his story and like the thing or whatever is that he got shot but didn't get shot. That's the thing.
Okay.
And the Native Americans that are living there that have talked to him and have been a part of the war and stuff like that are telling him like they believe it's because he's on the right path, like he's on the destiny path that he's supposed to be on, and that in their culture that means that like nothing will stop you, including a bullet. So that's why he didn't die. So that's what it's supposed to really be about. It's about this guy who, George Washington or not, goes after his dreams regardless of all the things that are going against him, including the people not wanting him to do the things he's doing. So instead he volunteers because he's like, if you won't pay me to do it, then I'll fucking force you to let me by just volunteering my time. And then at the end it kind of like goes over like what he does in the future, like, you know, helping the colonies get the British out of there and stuff like that. And it was cool.
Yeah. Okay.
It was cool.
When you were saying like got shot but didn't get shot, I was gonna say, oh, so this is a thing presidents just do, huh?
That's really good. I guess so.
But nice. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Dang. Secret movies.
Yeah, they surprised you.
Because you think you would have gone to see that movie?
No,
on your,
and that's what I told him. There's no way. Like, I feel like I maybe saw the trailer one other time, but I'm not really a history person. I'm not going to go watch a movie about history, especially because, like I said, I don't even know how much of it's true.
Yes.
I'm not trying to be influenced by some fake shit. You know what I mean? But, like, it was decent. Like, it was just like, it's not something I would have ever chosen on my own, but I was there for the mystery movie, so of course I'm going to watch it. And then at the end, I was like, pretty good.
Yes.
Pretty good.
And also, me and Des went to go see a movie together.
Oh, yeah, Girls Like Girls.
Yes, it was so good.
It was so good. I talked to my therapist about it.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I was just like, wow, what a... Because it was the second queer movie I've watched in theaters recently.
What a year for movies.
Yes. Period.
Yes.
But it's like so nice to finally see some large representation get the big screen instead of it going to straight to like
digital
or streaming or whatever. It's just cool. And then also, like I said, like the girl who directed it or whatever, Haley Kiyoko or whatever.
Yes.
Like obviously it's a little nostalgia from Disney Channel, but also like in general, her music's really cute. Her song Girls Like Girls, which it's all based off of, is a cute, you know, what is it called? Sapphic song for sure.
Yeah.
And it was a good movie. It doesn't just focus on like, I guess like queer love, but also just loss and like grief and not dealing with those things, and how like you can feel like an outsider. Yeah. You know, in any capacity. It was really good.
It was. I agree.
Yeah, I had us crying a few times
so
for
cute,
sure.
Very cute.
And then, but we were like, out of 5 people in the theaters, we were 2 of them, and then the other 3 sat right next to us.
Yes.
Which was weird. I gotta say, I just want to say, if you go to the theaters, guys, and you guys get your tickets after somebody else, maybe don't sit right next to
and
them.
if it's like completely full, sure. But like I bought my tickets first. There was no one even in the theater when I got our 2 tickets.
Yeah.
And they didn't even do the courtesy one seat. So then we courtesied one seat them. And imagine that's their thing. They just buy the ones next to them and hope they courtesy move. They're like, we'll get there first, and then
they have no choice.
Yeah, I mean, we could have sat by them, but like, come on, we're trying to have a romantic date right here.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, but the movie was good. It's been a minute since me and you saw a movie. When we saw Undertone, was that this year?
Yeah, that was this year.
Yeah, nice. Dang, what a good year for movies.
It's been a great year for
Undertone was like a good kickoff, right?
Was that really the only other things we saw recently?
Like
together.
No, we also saw freaking, what's it called? The one with the guy from Severance.
Oh, Hokum.
Yes.
I forgot.
Yes.
Adam Scott. It's funny because I just saw an ad for a show. Or no, not for a show. Was it HBO or something that they're going to have that on there? Yeah. And it was like gripping, terrifying at every second. Hokum. Nice. And I was like, right.
You're like, yep. Right. I remember that.
I remember every second being so terrifying. It was really disturbing when the girl was in the thing. But other than that, I just,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Wow. Actually, that's, okay.
What?
I forget that this thing doesn't cap out the year. And I was like, dude, what? I was like, that's a lot of movies for. Okay, yeah. Kicked off this year with 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple.
Oh yes, so good.
And then let me give you guys a quick rundown in case you guys didn't listen to any of the other episodes. And then I saw 28 Weeks Later, just for funs. Send Help.
just for fun.
Solo Mio.
Send Help was good.
Yes. Wuthering Heights. Dracula. Scream 7. Hoppers. The new, or not the new, sorry, I meant to say not the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The second one from 1991, The Secret of the Ooze. A Night of the Roxbury. Willow. Undertone. We saw that in March. Project Hail Mary. They Will Kill You. You Got Served. Reminders of Him. Exit 8. Yumi and Tuscany. The Sheep Detectives. Hokum. We saw in May. The Lord of the Rings. Which, guys, I'd never seen them. Just finished watching the trilogy recently. Obsession. Oh, yeah, I've watched a lot of movies in May, actually. The Last Lord of the Rings. The Crash. Passenger. Backrooms. Scary Movie. Disclosure Day. Toy Story 5. And Girls Like Girls is my movie catalog so far. So
Nice.
some
I
good-
do not have my phone on me, or I would tell you mine.
Yeah.
I have a lot of Tubi movies on there for sure this year
Yeah.
that I watched for the first time that I've shared, I think, with you.
Yeah. Dude, I love the Tubi clips of like people just recording parts of the movie and they're like, Tubi, what is this?
Yes.
And it's like
so
this,
funny.
the one like where they're recording. I don't know if you've seen it yet. And they like open the door for the cameraman to
Yes,
get there.
he walks in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. Great movies on TV for sure. Got a little watcher.
Yeah.
Milms is watching us.
Live audience. Oh,
She's pretending she didn't see
she's
us.
like, oh my God, they saw me.
So embarrassing.
Have you been to your pool yet?
Yes.
How was that?
It's fine. I don't really prefer the pool. I've been wanting to go to the lake, but it was fine.
Yeah.
It was nice to get some sun. I went with a friend of the pod, Virginia. Yeah, but I only went once.
Yeah.
It's kind of been too hot to go to the pool, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I
Okay.
just don't feel like I want to be out there right now.
Okay.
I've just been doing a lot. I got a fish.
Yes, you did.
Got a fish. Sabeda is beautiful. Looks
Yes.
like oxidized copper.
Okay, yeah.
And I named it Hemlock. And it's, so far, he's living his life, loving it.
Yes. Okay. Perfect thing that you brought up fish because last time I forgot that I wanted to talk about it, but I was talking to some mutuals and I think this has been actually a conversation that I've been talking to a lot of people of, but like, you know, we talk about death a lot. So, you know,
Yeah.
sadness, people die, whatever. And then I noticed like some people are like super sensitive
To death.
when like, yeah, to death,
Okay.
like not just in general with people, but like also like roadkill, like
sure.
just like
Dead animal.
anything.
Dead anything dead.
Yes. Which is like, I understand. And maybe I'm just a little more evolved with my idea of death and stuff.
Or like comfortable.
Comfortable, yeah. But it's just like, I think I didn't realize how like detrimental it was. And I don't know if it's just for this one specific person or if there's other people that are like really like, if they see like roadkill and want to start crying.
Definitely there's people like that.
And I was like, oh, and I was like, well, like, you know, things die. It's just
Part of
life. It's, you know, sure, it's sad, but like, you know, and then like that was one of their reasons for not wanting to buy a certain also fish animal,
They
right?
don't want it to die.
They're like, oh, well, like lifespans are so short and like just like how bad it would be for like that to just die
Okay.
in a year or so or whatever. And I'm like,
Sure.
I was like, yeah, definitely. I was like, of course it's sad when anything dies.
Yeah.
But also like, why prevent the joy of having that little creature, reptile, fish, smaller animal, pet or whatever,
Sure.
you know? And like, I think that's kind of been a topic I've talked to a few people about that they're like, well, you know, that's like a lot of reason people won't get cats and dogs. And
Mm.
I don't know. I just wanted to see how you felt about it because, like, you get little critters all the time. And, like, obviously, we're devastated when they die. But, like, do you think you would ever stop getting pets because of that?
So I can definitely say yes and no because I've done it. Because like yeah, I get pets. Like right now I have a hamster. They don't
Yes.
technically have the longest lifespan.
Yes.
But the idea when I'm getting this pet is that I'm gonna give it the best life while
Yes.
it's alive. Because just because he lives a little bit of time doesn't mean that he doesn't deserve a good life.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that that person also doesn't think that or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I understand what they're saying because I used to have mice.
Yes.
And mice live about, and the mice I was getting were feeder mice. So
Yes.
they were bred just to be eaten.
Yes.
So they really aren't the healthiest. So after like they die, and those were women, so they had to be paired at least, and they suffer from heartbreak. And I felt like I would be selfish to keep trying to like bringing in another mouse for this mouse who just had his heart broken because his friend died.
Yeah.
And then keeping this cycle going, it felt really bad for me, and I felt like for the mice. So eventually I had to just say, okay, well, when this one's by himself, like this one's by himself, and I'm just gonna have to give him his life until he passes.
Yes.
And then when that was done, I said, I literally said, I was like, I can't do this anymore because they live such short lives. And I feel like those, like mice are such intelligent creatures. So many animals are, but they're such intelligent creatures. It feels to me, because you bond with a mouse so much. Like a fish, I love my fish already. I would be devastated if he died. But
yeah.
you can't pet a fish, you know what I mean? You can't hold a fish in your hands the way
Yeah.
you can a mouse, and a mouse can like wrap its tail around your finger and stuff, and
Yeah.
it like can like cuddle you and stuff,
Yes.
which gives you more of that bonding.
Yes.
That kind of death is so insane, and I think I low-key was traumatized by it because I don't even know how much I want to say on the podcast, but I don't know if I handled it the best. Like when they died, it was really hard for me because
Yeah.
I just knew how smart they were. And it was like just a second ago, you were like,
Yeah.
you were so able.
Yes.
And now you're gone. You know, it was just like,
Yeah.
ugh. Anyway, I'm going to start crying.
Yeah.
But so I understand what they're saying, but I don't think that it would stop me in general because obviously I have a hamster and I do have a fish, and I'm hoping my fish lives a long, long time. Not just like
and betas don't have a crazy
Yeah.
lifespan either. But
yeah, but it's like, but animals can always outlive their lifespan
yes.
when you give them the care that they need.
Yes.
Not always. Like we said,
Yeah.
things happen.
Yes.
Some animals are predisposed to certain diseases
Yes.
and like short lifespans.
I know one thing like with my betas is like they'll get like the little lumps.
I've seen those.
I've had them happen before, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's towards and then like I also think like is that just their like skin masses like Simba?
Sure.
Because it's like I would have had my beta for like 3 years and then they start to grow them and you're like, oh, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's probably just them getting old, reaching the end of their life.
Sure,
yeah.
And it's like I don't know. I think like I can see both, but for the most part, I think that animals can't help themselves for the most part. So you might as well be the one to give them a good life if you can.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone should outstretch themselves, but at the same time, like I don't know. Just it's hard to not want to care for animals for me.
Yeah,
I
for
can't even
sure.
imagine. I don't know.
Yeah. My next.
Especially pets, like dogs,
Yeah.
like dogs and cats, like they don't have that short of a lifespan.
Yeah.
So that would be crazy for someone to say, "Oh, well, it's their lifespan that I don't want to get a dog or a cat."
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm like, well, they live a long time.
Yeah.
like get
Yeah.
a tortoise then.
Yeah. No, for real. It's
You
going
know
to
what I
outlive
mean?
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I literally saw the cutest TikTok like probably a few weeks ago. And it's a ferret. And the ferret is like riding the cats, riding the dogs.
Yeah.
And they're just all having a great time. I like send it to my sister and she's like, we are not getting ferrets. And I was like, crazy.
Wow.
Crazy.
Wow.
You know, it was so funny after Simba's birthday party and like all of his cousins and friends left. I was like, I took the dogs inside and I was like, 1, 2, 3. And I was like, is this it? I only got 3 little dogs. I was like, this seems so little. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm missing a bunch. And I was like, aw.
Did I know sometimes like and I was at work the other day and we were talking about before I got my fish how I wanted to get a fish, but I was trying to get my water right. And like this person who has fish and stuff, I was like, well, I don't know, because sometimes I feel like, do I have too many animals? and they were like, "Oh, please, I have this many dogs and this many cats, and I also have this outside animal, and I have this and this and this." And I was like, "Damn, I'm low key jealous. Like,
You're
I
like,
low key, I
"Look,
wish
need to
I
step
could."
my game up.
Well, I wish I had the funds and time and
Yes.
ability to take care
Yes.
for all those animals. Because I probably would if I could.
Yes.
But that's why I try to, that's why I said it's like important that people don't stress themselves out. But someone's got to do it. Someone's got to take care of an animal.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We don't.
Was that really their only reason? Was like the lifespan? Was it like they didn't like short lifespans?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I like my next pet. I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go insect or arachnid, because the only
I was
I was
gonna
saying-
say you should get the mini jumpy
I
spiders.
was gonna say I really, really want a jumping spider.
I was just at Petco and they had one just out by the aquarium stuff, and I was
Really?
like looking and I was like, "Where is he?" And he was right there. And I was like, "Oh,
Aw,
he's so
they're
sick."
so
That little
cute.
patio chair in there.
Yeah. So I either really want a jumping spider or I want a mantis.
Ooh,
I
orchid
know.
mantis would
Yeah.
be so sick.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know. I was like,
The ghost mantis.
Yeah, I'm just waiting because I was like, that's a lot, and then I gotta make sure I have like them in a good spot to where like the cats won't get them, and
Yeah.
yes,
Well, if they're in their little.
enclosure.
Yeah.
But what if they're like, what the heck is that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're a little crazy.
Would you get
guys.
a tarantula or only a jumping spider?
No.
Too big?
Yeah, I'm still scared of other spiders. Jumping spiders are just so cute, and I like how they're very dog-like.
Oh, okay.
They'd be like, I don't know if my tarantula's gonna want to come like dance and cuddle with me. I love seeing
I
like,
hear they do.
tarantula.
That they be picking up their mandibles like that.
No way.
I
Let me
swear.
Google this really quick.
Swear. Look at a video.
They're like, did you mean jumping spiders? And I'm just,
I swear.
here, are tarantulas cuddly? Let's see.
It's like, don't cuddle tarantulas. You will be bit. Just kidding. I don't want to give him a bad name.
Yes. Tarantulas are not affectionate.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. I swear I've seen people like pet their, like rub them against their face.
Was it a jumping spider that looked like a
No,
tarantula?
it's like big. It's in their hand.
Let's see.
I swear, bro.
Let's see. According to tarantulaheaven.com, random ad. What chicken does two dogs with like a little Jack Russell? So
What the
random. Let's see. Okay. They literally just okay. I was like, they literally just link to YouTube videos.
Okay.
But let's see.
Am I right?
It's just saying friendliness is another topic. It says, are they cute? Could be.
Could be. Yeah, obviously could be.
So it says, sorry. So I am sorry to burst anyone's bubble. But the answer to are tarantulas friendly so far is not really, because they don't have the ability to have this emotion. It would be great if they were like eight-legged or little eight-legged puppies and could enjoy belly rubs or snuggle up to you
But they don't.
with their furry little
mandibles?
pediples. But for now, think of them as your standard moody teenager, better off left alone and watch from a distance.
I thought people hold them all the time.
I don't know. Maybe
You never seen videos? What about jumping spiders? They always have them.
Yeah, but that's not
Same
a
thing.
tarantula.
Yeah, but spiders are spiders. The spiders don't. Then that means that
No,
jumping
here.
spiders don't have emotions either.
Wait, hold on. Because why was the first
All
Google?
arachnids are
Why
gonna be the
was
same.
why was the first Google are tarantula spiders?
They're not. All of
I
a
don't know.
sudden? They are. They have to be.
Hold on. I didn't.
Okay. Sorry.
Let's see. Yes, they are. But I was like, why is that the first Google that popped up?
Because people
This is
low
just-
key aren't the greatest at figuring things out.
Mm,
So yeah, jumping spiders don't have emotions either, bro.
well,
So you can't hold him either. I saw a video though where someone was like, something's not right, and they're like looking around there, and they have all these like acrylic like cases for their arachnids and stuff. And there's this one that has like the top is like askew,
yeah.
and then they like pan over on the ceiling, and there's just a fucking big ass tarantula on the light.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. He broke out.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like spiders are maybe not researched enough. They're
Definitely
evolving.
not.
I'll say they're definitely evolving because you're right. Most of my favorite like TikTok like jumping spider pages, they'll like the spiders will like come hang out with them, like leave their cage, follow them around, like try to like hop on them, cuddle them, chill on their little shoulder and stuff. So I don't know. Did you see that they just passed a law? I don't know if it's here, but I guess I can look it up. But that you can no longer boil crabs alive because they're too smart for that.
You know what I would think? You know how you had fish before?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about you when I was like trying to get my fish and stuff together because I saw at Strictly Reef they have these blue pom-pom crabs,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh my god, Jess would love one of those.
Oh my gosh.
You ever seen them? Pom-pom crabs?
Pom.
I think so.
Let's
They have, and in the water, it looks like little pom poms because they have these things
Oh,
on their hands. Aren't they cute? Aren't they
Um,
so cute?
You only got one shrimp, huh?
I have 3 ghost shrimp.
3.
Three
Watch
ghost
out!
shrimp.
Watch out when you're cleaning.
Why?
Cause I only started with like 5 little blue ones,
Oh yeah,
and then all of a sudden there was a bunch of babies everywhere.
that's funny.
And
Yeah,
then
I mean that
felt
makes
bad.
sense.
I felt bad because like I would be cleaning and
And
I'd
you could
suck
kill
them
them or
because
whatever.
they're so small.
Yeah.
Shush,
Well,
Mom.
I'm thinking my fish might eat them eventually. I don't know. But it was funny because when I first put him
yeah.
in there, he's like, they were like face to face, and he was like moving towards him, and the shrimp was like moving back, and then the
Yeah.
shrimp like zoomed back away.
Yeah.
And he just like kept going, like looking at him. He's just
Yeah.
like watching him. It was so
no, yeah, I
funny.
would say my beta never ate any of my little shrimps.
What
in
were
there.
yours big shrimps? Because mine are like the blue shrimps bigger than the ghost shrimp?
No,
Okay.
smaller. I probably have a video somewhere. Dang, I don't know where they just made it illegal
What?
to boil the live crabs.
Which
But it's inhumane, right? That's the consensus. That's why they passed the law, right? Not
but
here.
I thought. Okay, so I thought that. What is it with lobster? Is it only lobsters then? I thought with crabs too that if you didn't boil them alive, that the meat goes rancid really quickly.
I don't know.
Because that was like the purpose of boiling lobsters right away, like while they're alive, is because if you kill them and then put them in, the meat goes rancid, and then when it's cooking, it's bad.
Huh. No, I have no idea.
So I thought it would be the same. I mean, I'm not a favor of either. I don't really care. I think we should treat animals better. Like if that's the consensus that they are suffering, then yeah, obviously that's not fucking cool. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't want you guys to fucking put a cow in a chokehold before you kill it either, you know?
Yeah.
So I get it. I get it. We got to treat all animals equally if we
Yes.
want. If it's like we're going to, talk about equality, then we got to talk
Yeah.
about all animals.
Yeah. Like one of my favorite places, FFRC.
Oh yeah, fair. Was it fair?
I can't ever remember the second art.
Firm and concise.
Let me fucking A, dude.
I don't know.
It's like the dumbest thing. But literally I was like making a joke.
Oh,
What?
I forgot I wanted to tell the podcast. I did my first tournament.
Oh,
in
yes,
Pokemon.
yes. How was that?
It was so much fun. I met so many people. I got to talk a little. I mean, I talked to them a little bit. It was really scary for me. You guys might not know this. I'm not the most confident person, so it was really intimidating, especially because it was mostly men. But there was a girl there, and we ended up being able to sit next to each other during our first competition, and She was like, it's only my second time. I was like, oh, good. This is my first time.
Nice.
But I will be going to every Tuesday.
Nice.
And I will stay the full time next time. I just like left after the second round, but it was cool. They were all very nice. And so I will be going to the next one. And the next one I think is a Pitch Black pre-release.
Okay.
Or a
and where was
launch.
this? Where did you go?
The Coffer. I think
Okay.
they have 2 locations. I'm sure they do it at both, but I don't want to tell you guys which ones I go to, actually.
Okay.
If you guys find out, but I don't want to tell you guys.
Yeah.
But
Dude, imagine you're at your next one and they're like, "Oh my god, I'm your biggest fan."
I'm like, look, I'm here for Pokemon.
You're like, and they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, you have a podcast? You're so
I'm
cool."
like, stop,
You're
ladies,
like, stop
ladies.
it, stop it.
This is about Pokemon right now, not the podcast.
They're like, "I'll buy you a $3 million card right now."
Do it. Prove it.
Prove it.
Prove it.
Oh, what is it?
No, oh my
Shit.
god. So that was one of the things.
What?
The first guy I played against, bro. I also got to talk to him a little bit more after the game. But okay, so we're playing against each other. I tell him, hey, it's my first time. I took the sleeves off of all my cards because it was so hard for me to shuffle with the sleeves. But I'm looking around. Everybody has sleeves on their card.
Oh no.
I'm like, so I don't know if I'm just really bad at shuffling. Like, you have to go easy on me. And he was like, no worries. He's playing so fast. He's like, boom, boom, and all your Pokemon are dead. And I'm like, oh, okay, I got it. This is how we're playing. My deck is obviously not equipped for this level of like competition,
Battle,
I
yeah.
guess. So I'm like, okay. And I'm like getting ideas for my deck. So it wasn't all bad. Like, I'm getting ideas of how to counter these people. Like, some decks I'm not going to be able to. Like, they're just like good against mine or whatever.
Yeah.
But I definitely have some ideas. Okay. And so but anyway, his deck, almost every single card, I'm pretty sure every single card was a full art card.
yeah.
Okay. Those are insane. And the ones he had, it was like Lily's Determination full art special rare, and it's like $150. And he had like 4 of them in his deck.
Oh my
and
gosh.
he's just playing with them.
Yeah.
Like, that's baller. That's baller
what me
money,
and
bro.
Jess were talking about last episode.
That's
People are just
baller
balling,
money, bro.
dude.
And I told him, I said, God damn, bro,
That's
you
what I
got it like
mean.
that.
Collectors are balling,
You
dude.
got it
That's what
like
I was
that.
saying. That's
he
what I
was
was
like-
saying.
He was like, yeah, I make pretty good money or whatever. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay. And
Yeah.
then we finished our game. He beat me pretty quickly. So I
Yeah.
was walking around the store looking around while we were waiting for the second round to begin. And the guy's like, he comes up to me and he's like, I do the same thing, like in between matches. Like, I just end up like looking at everything in the store again.
Yeah.
He's like, so like, I just thought I would just like talk or whatever. And I was like, okay, yeah. And I was like, so like, what do you do that you make so much money?
Yeah.
And he was
He's like,
like,
I'm a scalper.
he says he works for Amazon, or no, either I think Amazon or like USPS or
Some type of- okay.
some type of delivery, some type of thing service, right? And he tells me, and he has this accent, Jess, and I'm
Okay.
like thinking, like, where's this accent from? Where's this accent from? And if you guys know me, which you don't, but if you did, you would know when I was a little kid, I used to think I'm gonna grow up and live in the bayou.
Okay.
Okay? This man is from Louisiana.
Nice.
He's from Louisiana, but he just moved to Arizona and he's here in Reno. And I said, what the
for the
fuck are you-"
tournament?
I said, what are you doing here? And he was like, well, my job has me out here doing something, but like I travel from Phoenix. But
Okay.
they just moved me to Phoenix. And And I was like, wait. And I was like, for whatever company it was, I was like, what do you do for them that you're moving all around? You know, I think you're a delivery driver or something,
Yeah.
you know? And he's like, no, I do whatever they have AI data
Yeah.
center thingies that come up. He's like, I come in and I lay the groundwork down for the computers and then somebody else takes it over and I go home.
Okay.
And he's like, so that's what I do. And I was like, oh, okay. And I just had to be like, nice. Like, I don't know what
Yeah.
to say to that. Like, okay.
You're
I was
like, you know
that
you're a
makes sense.
fucking loser.
I was like, that makes sense. So that's why you make a lot of money. I was
Yeah,
like, that
for
makes
sure.
sense. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, do you like it? And he said, yeah. And he said that, I said, well, I thought Arizona was really hot. And he was like, right now, because it's the summer, he's like, but in the winter, it's like perfect. Because then it's so hot that like it balances out or whatever.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's actually pretty cool. And
Yeah.
then whatever. But he ended up being very nice. He's not from here, so I don't know if he'll come around again.
Yeah.
But he was nice. And then the second person I played against was someone from here. works as a something in the medical field or something with scrubs because they were wearing scrubs, and told me they just got off of work, and they had a friend come by and we were all just chatting it up. It was a pretty good fun game, like with him too, because he wasn't going as fast, and also like I got a pretty good hand, so I was a little bit able to actually fight back and like at least pull some prize cards instead of just like getting my ass handed to me really fast. So that was more fun. But I lost in that game too. But he ended up gifting me some sleeves because he saw that I didn't have sleeves on my card. And I was like, dude, I was like, you should have asked me. I was like, I do have sleeves at home. I was like, thank you, first of all. But like, I do have sleeves at home. I suck at shuffling. So that's why I thought.
Did anyone offer to show you how they shuffle with the sleeves?
Well, the first guy said, well, I kind of just like put them into each other. And he was like, you just have to kind of like you're not trying to like shove them in there. He's like, you're kind of like gliding them into there. And he's like, when you do it in one hand, kind of like that.
Yeah.
You know? And I was like, okay, so I tried doing that with the cards just raw, like how I had them. But I'm going to try putting them in the sleeves before the next tournament and try shuffling a whole bunch. I think I'm just going to have to dedicate a bunch of time to shuffling.
Just do the kid shuffling like 3 stacks.
Oh.
Just cut it, flip it, put them together, cut it again.
Oh, and that's the other thing. So the first guy was like, do you want to cut my stack? He's like, I guess you don't have, because I was like, what? And he was like, I guess you don't have to. And I was like, okay. And I was like, are you supposed to cut mine then? He's like, sure. And he like did it. And I was like, okay. Then the next guy, when we started playing, like I didn't think to do that. And like, I don't know, it just like went over my head. And he was like, oh, just so you know, like it's kind of customary that we like offered for people to cut the deck. And
because like, it's like a kind of like symbol of like I'm not a cheater. You can cut my deck.
I see. Okay, and then also while I was playing, like, because I'm so used to playing online, like if it's a card that says like pull something out of your deck and then shuffle your deck, whatever, put it in your hand. Apparently, you're supposed to show what it is. And so that they know you grabbed the right kind of card. And I didn't think about that because I was just like, oh, okay, cool, I got the card. And like, I put it in my hand. But in the game, I guess it automatically does it, so I didn't really think about it.
Okay.
But he also told me nicely that you should be showing your guy the other thing. And I was like, okay, so I learned a couple different things and I know better now. And I think...
Okay, I'm going to make you a little badge to wear that's like, battle beginner. Please,
beginner trainer. Please be kind.
Show me the way.
Show me the way. And that's the thing. A mutual friend of ours was telling me, like, they're pretty nice. Like, if you do have issues, you do like not know something. Like most of the time, they'll just tell you. Like you might get a douchebag that might be mean or something, but like for the most part, everyone's pretty nice.
Cool.
And which everyone was really nice. And also shout out to Home Team Sports, I think is what it's called. Always stocked with Pokemon, and they gave me like. I don't really want to talk details, but like the guy was really chill and like helped me out pretty big on this box that I usually get that they raised the price on. So he was helping me out and I appreciate that. I've always had good service when I go in there. I've never felt like they took an advantage of me when it comes to cost or anything like that. I feel like when it comes to Pokemon and stuff like that, you kind of have to know what you're going into and in for. And what it's gonna kind of cost you, or you will be taken advantage of. So just you're gonna at least feel that way because you don't know what's going on. Yeah. So keep that in mind if you guys are getting into any hobby. That if it's costly or if there's some type of cost to it, know what it's supposed to cost before you go get something. Yeah. Because that's just rule number 1.
Yes.
But I thought I'd say that because I just saw a girl in the girls only Pokemon group that bought a card that's literally like 5 cents for $13.
Dang.
So, and not like if it's a cool card, it's a cool card, but it's definitely not going to be $15 worth.
Yeah,
cool.
For sure. Dang.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you had a good first time experience and that you're definitely going back now. And she's a new woman.
Yeah. And if you guys do go out or you guys do play, I have these Baby Eve Pokemon cards that I give out to people I play against. So if we ever get like put against each other,
nice.
You have that to look forward to.
Heck yeah, that's sick.
Yeah,
you're so cool.
No, but it is nice to get out there and like do. It's kind of like what I imagine. This is what I imagine people who play sports is like when they go out to like a soccer field and they find a random team of people and they're like letting them play with them. Like that's what it feels like to me. But it's like, oh, thanks for letting me join this grouping,
Yes.
because you can tell a lot of those people been doing this,
Yeah.
been going together, been talking to each other.
They're like, this is my crew.
So it's like cool to just like not feel like I'm not allowed in.
Yeah. Nice. Very cool.
Wish there was more girls though.
Yeah.
Just, make it easier.
I'd say you should message my one friend and see. I think they go play. Be like, where do you
really?
go play? Yeah.
The one that trades?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of baddies, guys. All my girls, they be playing Pokemon, they be playing D&D, and they're so hot. Like, I know what else you want.
I know what else you want. What can more
I
can
was
you
like,
ask for?
I'm at work talking to a coworker about like how my sister was teasing me on how like she's like, all the guys you like are the same. And I was like, what do you mean? And just like that they're like nerds or whatever, like play Pokemon, play Magic, play D&D, play, and I'm like, video games in general. And I was like, what? I was like, that doesn't make you a nerd. I was like, then I would be a nerd. And then
You are a nerd.
and then she's like, that's what I'm saying. And I was like, oh, that's crazy.
You are the.
I was
There's
like,
no shame.
yeah. I guess I didn't know. I didn't realize.
Oh, okay. It's your
So-
awakening.
It's my nerd awakening, guys.
Come on, bro. Come, bro.
I didn't know. I
Come
didn't
on,
know.
this
I
nerd.
didn't freaking
This
know,
nerd
guys.
didn't know.
But yeah, I thought that was hilarious. And I was like, well. And so when I was telling my coworker about that, this other coworker that is a man turns and he's like, what? What did you just say? And I was like, yeah, I like nerds. I like gamers. And he was like, wow. He's like, you're the first woman I've ever heard
No,
say that
there's
in my life. I was
no
like,
way.
you're such a liar.
There's no way.
And he was like, I swear,
not
no
in
one.
this day and age.
He's like, no one's ever said that. And I was like,
Not
dude,
in
you're
this
too
day and
fucking
age.
old. If
Yeah,
you, and,
bro.
like, literally, he was amazed. He's like, were you just like joking? And I was like, no.
Not in this day and age.
I was like, how
That's
old are you?
crazy.
Like 8-year age difference.
That's it.
That's it.
I feel like somebody must have said it around them.
I don't know.
I mean, like maybe like 8 years from you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then maybe their peers,
Maybe
immediate
we're like
peers
the
are
last.
different.
Yeah.
I feel like it was not too long ago that it
Yeah,
was still
yeah.
nerdy, was weird. You know what
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean? So yeah, I guess, but I don't know. I feel like it's 2026. No one thinks that way anymore,
yeah,
pal.
dude. That's what we hope. what
That's
we hope.
true. You do still have people online who are really misogynistic, I guess.
Yeah. Racist, sexist.
Yeah, but I just mean in
Nerdist,
terms of girls not
nerdist,
saying
yeah.
things or not being
Girls,
into that
girls, like,
stuff.
I know, girls, or like, and then I was like, yeah, I play. He's like, you play? And I was like, dude.
That's crazy.
Dude.
I mean, you blew his mind. That's cool.
Let me blow your mind.
Hey, yeah. Okay. So,
Yeah.
but let's go back. We were talking about
Back
goals.
in time. Holy crap.
We were talking about goals.
Yes, okay, so that was my number one to read a book. That's a crazy callback because I totally
I
forgot.
was like,
How did we
let's
get
go
off
back
of
there?
how
I
did-
don't know. I literally don't remember how we got off there. It probably is my fault somehow, but I literally
Maybe it
don't
was me.
remember.
I don't know. Well, thank you for
But okay, yeah.
thanks for coming on the ride. Okay, you tell me one of yours, and then I'll do my next one, and then we'll go back to you.
Okay. My next one is gonna be to go to those Pokemon things every
Okay,
Tuesday.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, sick.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's socializing.
my other one
Mm-hmm.
is I definitely want to go to Lake more this
Ugh.
summer. At least once.
Yeah.
Once this summer. But I want to try to go once this month. Obviously not this holiday weekend, but
Yeah. Right now,
At
the
least one
holiday
time.
weekend's gonna be crazy.
I know.
You already know.
I know. But yeah, and what's your other one?
And I was also gonna say read, just
Okay.
reading in general, also because like
Yeah.
it is really hard for me to find time to pick up a book. But
Yeah.
I have some books that's just been sitting there waiting for me to read.
Dude, I know. I have hella books that are waiting for me to read them, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So I know it's crazy because I wanted to get this one book and it was like, and I was like waiting for it to drop and like I was even gonna pre-order. I decided against it, and then I was like, damn, I didn't even read these other books. How am I gonna get this?
Get
other?
this
You know
one.
what I mean?
know,
Like I gotta
it's so hard.
stop.
What is that? What is that like addiction of like going to a bookstore and picking up at minimum one,
I don't know.
if not more books
God.
that are gonna go and join your shelf. And they're like, "Hey, what's up?
Yeah, bruh.
Nice to meet you." He's like, "I'm so excited, I can't wait to get cracked." And they're like,
me up,
"You're gonna be waiting for a long time, buddy. She bought me 10 years ago."
You're confident.
He's like, "Wait, what?" That's so funny.
Bookmites.
I know, for reals, huh?
Yeah, dude, but it's crazy. I don't know what it is. It's probably it needs to be studied or something.
Yeah,
I
for
do
sure.
genuinely feel like it's a thing that people talk about all the time.
Yeah. Because it's like, what, haunted by my TBR?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Is it consumerism?
Maybe.
You know,
But
just
also,
the habit of buying.
I think that's a very book lover thing to do, because other people don't go to a bookstore and like leave with books every time they go.
Sure.
And if they do, it's like one.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I think it's the maybe a little bit of consumerism, but also the want of knowledge, to learn more, to read more, to discover more, you're just like, oh, this is something really cool that I also want to know about it.
Yeah.
Might as well get it now. And you just like think you have so much more time than you do.
Right.
Yeah.
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 It would be nice to go to the lake and read together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just having a little nice lake day.
Okay. Just you and me?
I would be down.
Okay.
Why not?
Why not? Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Maybe we do a podcast out there.
Yeah, we could.
That'd
We
be
definitely
pretty cool.
could.
Would we be the first?
Probably not.
Probably, I think.
Okay,
I've
okay.
not heard one yet, at least me personally.
I mean, on Two Hot Takes, they like do one where they're recording in front of the Eiffel Tower when they're there on
okay,
lake.
but are they on the lake?
Okay. My bad.
Right.
My bad.
I haven't personally, if it exists, it might, but I haven't heard it personally.
You're like the first.
The first that I've heard.
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Okay. Do you have anything else, or do you want to get into the word of the day?
I do have something else.
Okay. Okay.
I went to Petco
yes.
because I was looking for a big piece of wood for my fish tank.
Yeah. Big piece of wood.
Yeah.
Nice,
And usually
nice.
the people
They
there have been pretty helpful.
Yes.
Especially one time when I went in there and the guy was like, stop using any of the water from any of the things. Use spring water. And I was like, you genius. Because that's exactly how I got my fish tank to be where I needed to be.
Wow, that is so smart.
So super, super smart of him. Really kind of him to give me that information. I felt like my mind was blown. But that was the other day. Anyway, I go there literally 2 days ago. Yesterday?
Yeah.
While from when you guys are hearing this, but anyway, I go in there and I'm like, it's taking me a while because I'm looking at all the pieces of wood, whatever. They had this one like little tank that I was saying was by the jumping spider,
Yes.
but it was just a tank of wood and it was like half off. And I was like, oh, cool. So I opened it to see if there's any pieces that I would like to use. And then there wasn't. So I closed it and I put it back where it was. And then I kept walking and I kept looking. And then I went to go check out because I got a couple things. I got some filters, whatever. And there was 2 people at the checkout, like 2 cashiers,
Yes.
1 and 2. And then they were both helping somebody. And then behind cashier 1, the person that they were helping was a woman screaming for her husband. Like, I don't know what his name was. Let's just say, I don't know, Jeremy, get over here. I told him we were almost ready. He's waiting for us, right? Okay.
Okay.
And he's like, hey, stop rushing me. Like, it's fine. Like, whatever. And she's like, well, I told him. Like, she's screaming, right? And so I'm like, I'm just going to go into line 2.
yes.
Just because, like, obviously they're going to be helped next.
yes.
So I'm going to go into line 2. Tell me why I'm, like, talking to my partner. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm not even looking up. Oh, I started singing. What song was it? I don't know, but I was singing some song that was stuck in my head, but
Yes.
not loud, just like to myself. And then the cashier in 2
Yes.
was like, I'm gonna be a dumb bitch. And she was like, excuse me, guys, hello? And I like look up and she's like, there's only 1 line, just so you know. And I was like, oh, okay. So I go to the first one, which doesn't look like a line, but okay. And I go over there. And then he ended up helping that person. And then her person leaves. And she was so fucking mad she had to help me, bro. I swear she was so mad. Because then she's like, okay, I can help you. And I like go up there.
what the
I go up to
heck?
her and I was like, okay. And then she's like, do you have a number? And I'm like, I'm gonna just be a bitch too. And I was like, and I just like say it, whatever it is. And like she's like, what? And I'm like, and so I start saying it really slow. Really slow. And so she's like, whatever, right? I pay for it. I get my bag. I'm like, hey, no receipt. Okay. Or she doesn't even say anything. She's just like saying like, she keeps saying like, because it wasn't letting me pay at first. Like it didn't come up on my screen. She was just like, come on, it's your turn. Like, why aren't you working? Like to the computer.
Oh my God.
And then it was. So I paid. And then I get my bag. I'm like, no receipt. My partner's standing in front of me. And low-key, I wanted to push him out of the way, but I didn't.
Yes.
Because like move, because she's going to piss me off right now. Because then she goes, hold on. I need to make sure it goes through. And then on my end, it already says complete. And so I'm like rolling my eyes, bro. And I'm like going like this. I'm literally doing this in her face. And I'm like, all right. And then it comes out. And then I'm like, cool. And I like leave, right? And I was like, as I'm walking, I'm like, why is she being a bitch? Like, what the fuck is her problem, bro? Yeah. And I left. But in the car afterwards, I was thinking, and that's when I came to that conclusion that she just happened to get even more mad when she had to help us. Like, I think she didn't. That's why she wanted to be like, oh, there's only one line. Because she thought, I don't know what she thought, that she was going to end up helping that person and then she wouldn't have to help me. I don't know what I don't know what her deal was.
Yeah.
But she was mad. And so then I just thought to myself, we don't know what other people are going through.
Yes.
I don't know if she just got dumped, cheated on. I don't know.
She's going through psychosis.
Yes. I don't know if her medication's off. I don't know if she's on her period. I don't know. And I know that shit can be hard on people. Like, life is hard also. Yes. So I also regret how I reacted in that moment too, even though it was funny. Like, because it was me being petty. So I do kind of regret it because maybe it made her day a little bit worse, and that's not really fair to me. I don't know what she's going through or whatever. And I would hate if I was going through something and maybe I was being a little bitchy and somebody made my life worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I didn't do anything to her. And I felt like I didn't do anything to warrant that kind of reaction from the beginning. Yes. If she had even just said like, oh, there actually is a line, it's over there. Yeah. Like we don't start lines in the middle or whatever. Or like in the second aisle. Because like, why does it look like two lanes then?
Yes.
I don't know. But regardless, we don't know what people are going through, so I am glad I didn't react even worse because I really wanted to tell her, like, are you just mad at me for like showing up? Like, what's happening? But
yes,
just be what is it called? Like forgiving with yourself, but also with other people.
Yes. What the heck? Hold on, let me see if I could find it.
She has dyed hair, so if you go to Edit These Petcos locally and she has purple hair, just know that's her.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say her name.
Okay,
I won't.
Dang, I can't find it. But it was just like a TikTok one of my friends reposted. I was like trying to look at their page, but they got way too many reposts. But it's just like, what did it say? Something along the lines of like, I know everyone's going through things. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean that they can treat you bad because even though I'm going through the worst things, I would never treat anyone like that. And I was
right.
Bet. Right. Yeah.
So that's exactly what I was feeling too in that moment. But just now there's been like a day. I just like obviously have the retrospect to be like, who knows what the fuck she was going through. Yeah. It's obviously not me. It's not personal. And yeah, she doesn't have the right to treat me that way.
Yeah.
But I also have full control on how it makes me feel.
Yeah. And then that's just like that, like, we're human. Like, when you were doing, like, the number thing, I just, like, think about when, like, fucking I call somewhere and the fucking call person pisses me off. And they're like, what's your number? I'm like,
yeah.
And they're like, huh? And I'm like, and like, my sister's been there and she's like, why are you going so fast? I was like, because she's being a bitch.
Yeah, like, literally, it's like, you know what, fuck it, talking to me.
These microaggressions.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, because you know what? It didn't make my life easier.
Yeah.
It made my life harder for that moment.
Yeah. So, and that's like that golden rule. Put out what you want to get back, and it's like
treat others how you want to be
that
treated.
even energy exchange. There was that hostile little energy you guys were brewing. Like, hold on. The next guy's probably like gonna get it for no reason.
And I was thinking about her coworker who was in the first one. I was like, he's hearing this whole thing. Like, what is he thinking?
Dude,
he has to stay at work with her.
Dude, honestly, I would be like, girl, you are so embarrassing. I can't believe you like make that customer glitch out right there. Like what the hell?
Yeah, that was
That's
wild.
so funny.
Yeah,
So
the
funny.
first unhelpful person. But regardless,
Yeah.
let's get on to the word of the day.
Yes. Sagacious.
Oh.
Someone or something described as sagacious has or shows an ability to understand difficult ideas and situations and to make good decisions.
Okay.
Sagacious may be considered a formal synonym of wise and discerning. That's it.
Nice. It's a good word to use instead of wise or discerning.
Yes. Let's see.
Did you see Wordles today? Wordle?
No, I have not.
I did it for the first time in a long
Did you win it?
time. Dude, third guess.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was low-key a word I never heard before.
What was it?
Mirv or something. And
Okay.
it means like a person with a good knowledge or somebody trusted in a certain thing.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
Let's see. Okay, so I was looking at the slang, and it's literally everything we had last week. They also have this grammar tab on dictionary.com. So I think like when we have the same slang, maybe I'll come over to this grammar. I don't know what their like rate of changing is or whatever, if it's a day or weekly thing, but I think this one's cool. I clicked on the grammar and then I went to commonly confused words. So I'll do the top 5 on there.
Okay.
Okay. So it is capital or capital.
Okay, so capital with an O, CAPITOL, is a physical building where a legislative body meets, and a capital, CAPITAL, versus an O, is much broader. It refers to a primary city of government, accumulated wealth or funds, or an uppercase letter. A simple memory trick is that the O in capital looks like a dome, reminding you it's a building.
Nice. That's very cool. And number 2, they have canceled or canceled, 1 L versus 2, which I spell canceled with 2 L's, and people will be like, you spelled that wrong. And I was like, no.
It's like how I spell gray with an E.
Yeah.
And some people do an A.
Yeah.
But just
I
like
do E too.
just
yeah.
like gray, it is whether it's American English or British, Canadian, Australian
Yes.
English.
So like color.
Right, with a
yes,
U.
Yes.
Yeah. So the way that I always knew is that, or I found out, is that gray with an E, E for English, like England,
Okay.
and gray, A, like American.
Yes.
So that is the standard American way to say gray with an A. Same, canceled with 1 L is the American English, while canceled with 2 L's is the preferred in British, Canadian, and Australian English.
Yes. Okay. And number 3, it's really funny. They have segue or segue because people mix them up.
Okay.
Which, if you guys don't know, a segue is kind of like died out, which was really sad. I thought they were gonna be a very
Because
like,
Paul Blart, bro.
yes,
I thought he made
yes.
that shit pop, and I thought everyone was gonna get one.
If you don't know what a segue is, it's a little machine you ride. It has
2 wheels,
2 wheels. You stand on it and you kind of like have a little self balance with like a little
It's
lever
like a
kind of
hoverboard
thing.
with a handle.
With a handle. Okay, yeah.
Kind of, right?
Yeah.
I feel like
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. And then you kind of like lean forward, it goes fast.
Yes.
You lean back, it brakes.
Yes.
Same as like kind of like a hoverboard. And then segue, SEGUE, is when you smoothly transition from one topic or task to another.
Yes.
Nice.
Interesting. This one is just like in number 4, they have viruses and bacteria because they're not the same thing. Which, okay, basically, viruses are not living organisms and bacteria are.
Right.
Which I think it's funny that like their grammar
And bacteria can reproduce on their own.
Yes.
Viruses require a living host to replicate.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I love that because, and I do like this as like as
So,
a separate thing
yes.
sometimes, just because like that's fun to know those things, like to know the differences between.
Yeah, they have like a
common
bunch
words.
of different stuff. So I mean, we could play around with it.
for sure.
But I feel like I don't know how like beneficial it would be to remember that unless like someone's like they're like, oh yeah, this virus is killing and spreading everywhere. They're gonna be like, no, it's not. I think you mean bacteria.
Right.
And they're like, oh yeah, up on the Capitol, AL, and they're gonna be like, oh my gosh,
That's so wrong.
you're
Don't
so
you know
silly.
O looks like a dome.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, like yes.
Hey, and if you guys do that, you're welcome.
yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah.
And hope you guys are enjoying. If you guys are into the World Cup, hope you guys are enjoying that.
Yes.
Stay safe out there and have fun. And yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Have a great day, great evening, and good night.
Bye.